That is a decent fish.
Hey everyone, this video is centered around the rig shark. Recently, Ollie Craig from Primal Pursuit shared this post about rig. As an eating fish, he thinks rig are better than a lot of our sought after fish species in New Zealand. And I agree. He's done taste tests with friends, rig alongside snapper, kingfish and other species. And every time, people choose the rig as their favourite. So for the rest of this episode, I'll take you along on a surf casting trip targeting rig. And at the end, I'll run through a few different cooking methods.
Alright, so I've just got a single paddle crab to start with. Looks like good conditions for rig out there. Guy's into something down there. Looks like he's got a rig. Nice. Second bait good to go. Alrighty, so we got 2 rods set up, 1 paddle crab on each. Waiting game begins. Just going to try with a banana prawn on this one as well. So we got banana prawn on the top, and on the bottom got a paddle crab. Guessing a rig. Took me by surprise. Been a bit quiet for a while. Hopefully it's a rig. Nice one, exactly what I'm after. Awesome. Paddle crab did the damage.
I will usually only take rig as a table fish if they are under 1 metre. This one was around 95 centimetres.
Really does seem to make a difference using fresh paddle crabs.
Paddle crabs are really easy to catch. Just drop a baited net off your local wharf and you'll usually be in luck. I caught these the day before this trip.
Got a few spots of rain at the moment. Hopefully that stays away. Something to go at that. Ah, bugger. Pulled the hook. Yes, there is something on there. There is something on there. Thought I'd pull the hook. And it's on there. Must have swam right in with it. It was a bit strange, he must have swum straight in towards the shore. Really felt like he'd pulled the hook. So that one went for the prawn and not the paddle crab. Good eating size, this one. Second rig of the morning. Exactly what I'm after. Brilliant. This one is about 80. Always get them trunked pretty quickly after catching. It's always quite interesting to look at the stomach contents. So I assume this is just going to be all full of paddle crabs or small crabs of some sort. So there you go. 4 paddle crabs. So these sea lice are becoming a bit of a nuisance, cleaning out my paddle crabs. Not sure if that's a fish or the waves have just brought it in. The waves have just brought that in. That's a decent fish. Gosh. He might be swimming back in now. Sometimes elephant fish do that. That is a decent fish. What we got? I think it's a decent rig again. Nice one, another rig. Might tag this one actually, got a couple in the bag already. Sure gave me a good fight, this one. Very nice. Exactly how a circle hook should work, right in the corner of the mouth. If I was doing a dedicated tagging mission, I would actually take the barbs off the hook. Should be able to get it. Got it. Nose on there? Yeah. So a 99. It's a little bit slow, but I have landed 3 rigs, so not bad, I guess. Probably asking for trouble, but I'm going to put a fish bait out there. Got some yellow-eyed mullet. It's a really good gurnard bait, but hopefully we don't get any bycatch. Tide's really coming in now. Oh, that looks a bit better. Hopefully it's still there. There's something on there. No, it actually doesn't feel... Oh, it might be alright. A little bit bigger maybe. Got a bit of a bend in the rod. Ah, no. How disappointing. It's what happens when you put fish baits out there. The old spiny dogfish. Got a couple of nasty spines there just on the top, which are actually mildly venomous. And I've had one on my wrist before and it was not a nice experience at all. Well, it's a completely different day now. Early afternoon, sun's out, water's cleaned up. Just need the gurnard to turn up next. Something's taken that straight away. Wee school shark. First one of those today. Not big enough to be a table fish, small enough to be a nuisance. So I'm going to try my luck at catching something a bit bigger. The other day mullet heads were working for a school shark. I even had a stingray take one. It's a rather interesting piece of driftwood this. I reckon it'd make a good garden feature. Even got some rocks embedded in it. Very cool.
No luck with the gurnard today, and with 2 rig in the catch bag, I decided to head home. Rig are very easy to fillet and there aren't any bones to worry about. You start by whipping the fillets off each side of the cartilage spine. If you're not eating the fish the same day, or you're sensitive to the smell of ammonia, it's a good idea to soak the fillets in a salt water and vinegar brine. This is required because sharks have urea in their flesh. After the fish dies, urea breaks down into ammonia. Keeping the fish well chilled slows this process down, but doesn't stop it completely. You remove the skin just as you would for most other fish species. And at this point you're left with a large fillet which you can cut into serving sized pieces. Rig is an excellent fish for deep frying, and it's especially good with a crispy batter. I make the batter with 2 parts white flour and 1 part rice flour. Add a pinch of salt and sift it all together. The most important ingredient for a crispy batter is a carbonated liquid, like soda water or beer. Keeping the batter mixture fairly thin helps as well. I set the deep fryer to 180 degrees and the timer between 3 and 4 minutes depending on how thick the fillets are. Then it's a dusting of flour into the batter and into the fryer. I give the fillets a quick swim first, just so the batter sets before they touch the basket. And there we go, the finished result. Rig is also excellent crumbed and it holds together really well in the pan. Really simple, just a beaten egg to start with. Heat some oil in the pan over a medium-high temperature. I like to use coconut oil. From there, a dusting of flour into the egg and then into the breadcrumbs. Cook the fillets for 3 to 4 minutes each side until the fish is just cooked. And this is the result. Golden on the outside, just cooked through on the inside. Rig works incredibly well in curries. It stays firm and doesn't fall apart. Start by cutting the fish into cubes. Next, heat a teaspoon of oil in the pan, ready to brown the curry paste. This is the curry paste I like to use. The shrimp powder gives it a subtle seafood flavour. Add a generous tablespoon to the pan and brown it off. Next, empty a can of coconut cream into the pan and mix it with the curry paste. Bring it up to a simmer, add the rig and cook for around 7 minutes. While the curry cooks, I prepare the garnish. Thinly sliced red chilli and chopped coriander. And from there, it's just a matter of serving it up and adding the garnish. Delicious! I believe rig is one of the most underrated table fish we have. It's versatile, holds together well, and has a really nice flavour. Mild and slightly buttery. If you can't get out and catch it yourself, rig is available commercially. It's often sold as lemon fish. If you've tried rig before, I'd love to hear what you thought of it. Please let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.